Former Ekurhuleni city manager Dr. Imogen Mashasi has conceded that she failed to act on damning IPID report, recommending disciplinary charges against then acting EMPD Chief Julius Mkhwanazi, despite serious allegations of fraud and irregular use of municipal assets. Testifying before the Matlanga Commission on Monday, Mashasi confirmed that the report, which implicated Mkhwanazi in unlawful dealings with alleged underworld figure Vusimuzi Matlala and in the fraudulent registration of private security vehicles as municipal property, landed on her desk in late 2023. The report not only detailed suspected misconduct, but explicitly recommended that the city take disciplinary action against Mkhwanazi, yet under sustained questioning from Commissioner Justice Mbuyiseni Madlanga, Mashasi admitted she did not pay too much attention to the findings. Despite acknowledging that the allegations were serious, Mashasi told the commission she simply forwarded the report to corporate and legal services, as well as to suspend EMPD Chief Jabulani Mabiyeye, who she maintained bore the responsibility of disciplining Mkhwanazi. She later conceded she never followed up to confirm whether Mabiyeye had acted, even though no action was taken. Pressed by the commissioner, Mashasi admitted she had effectively dismissed the IPID report based almost entirely on an opinion from the city's head of legal services, Advocate Kemi Bihari, who described IPID's findings as vague. Crucially, she conceded she accepted Bahari's view without interrogating any of the factual allegations herself, including whether CAT VIP protection services vehicles were indeed falsely registered as municipal assets, or whether an unauthorized agreement existed between the city and the private company. Justice Madlanga pointed out, those are factual allegations. Why did you not ask Advocate Bihari whether they are true? Mashasi gave no clear answer. Her testimony contradicts evidence from former HR head Xolani Ngcisa, who told the commission that legal services had formally rejected the IPID reports in a letter sent to the watchdog on the December 13, 2023. A letter, he said, echoed a phone call from Mashasi months earlier instructing him to hold any disciplinary process against Mkhwanazi. Mashasi ultimately admitted that Mkhwanazi was effectively cleared based on Bahari's legal opinion long before she had bothered to read the IPID report properly. She has also accused suspended EMPD Chief Isaac Mabiyeye of having sexual relations with his female subordinates, but conceded under oath that she failed to investigate the claims. She painted a grim picture of what she described as a culture of fear and abuse inside the EMPD under Mabiyeye's leadership. She alleged that several female officers reported sexual harassment, coercion, and even rape at Mabiyeye. Accusations, she admitted, were never formalized in writing, and she took no official steps to probe. And it was reported to me that the chief of police, Isaac Mabiyeye, fathered multiple children with subordinates who are vulnerable to his abuse of power, including conduct that amounted to sexual harassment, coercion, and rape. Instead of launching investigations or initiating disciplinary processes, Mashasi said she opted for a development program intended to empower the complainants, a decision that sparked immediate and intense scrutiny from commissioners, and said there was no written complaint. The hearing grew heated when Commissioner Advocate Sisi Baloyi pressed Mashasi about her claims, especially her suggesting that an EMPD officer, Gilobogile Tepa, may have played along with Mabiyeye's alleged advances. Mashasi confirmed she was alleging a sexual relationship between the two. Baloyi asked whether she had evidence to back the claim and whether it would be included in a supplementary affidavit. Visibly irritated, Mashasi responded by questioning why former HR head Xolani Ngcisa was not similarly scrutinized when he accused her of extramural activities with former EMPD official Julius Mkhwanazi. Baloyi reminded her that she was appearing as a witness and urged her to answer questions directly. Mashasi also claimed that at least one woman was forced to withdraw an assault case against Mabiyeye and cited 4 separate incidents involving allegations of assault, coercion, or rape. She further accused Mabiyeye of defeating the ends of justice, alleging that he evaded investigation after two suspected drunk driving incidents, one of which she claimed resulted in Charles' death. She told the commission she believes Mappier is an aggressive person, insisting his alleged conduct was suppressed for years. She also claimed she was forced into early retirement by Ekurhuleni Mayor Dr. Xhakaza. Meanwhile, Mappier is still suspended from his position following alleged sexual misconduct.
Yeah, from your evidence, are you saying that Colonel Tipper is one of the people that you refer to as subordinates that have had children with the chief, that have been the victims of his abuse of power, coercion, sexual harassment, and rape? Are you saying that about her?
I have explained that if you are called an angel, it means you are playing along. If you are not an angel, obviously if you are not called an angel, you will not play along with chief and agree to be abused, sexually abused.
I think we have to go past innuendo. This is very damaging if it is not backed up by facts. I'm happy for you to say it's fact, what you are saying about her, and you will give us evidence that backs it up. We won't stop you doing that. But if you're relying on innuendo because she's called one of my angels, and you say, therefore, she must have had an improper relationship with him, that is not permissible. So I'm asking you a direct question. Do you say it as a fact that Colonel Tipper had an improper relationship with Chief Mappier, and in particular, and maybe let me put it specific as what I think you're suggesting, she had a sexual relationship with Chief Mappier? Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
And you have evidence of that you will include in your supplementary statement?
Evidence of them having an affair. Did you ask for evidence from Olani? No. Ma'am, did you ask evidence from Nwiza when he said, I have extramural activities with Mkhwanazi?
I'm asking you the question. You don't ask me questions. I ask you questions.
So
may I please speak? You're a witness. You have to allow me to speak, and I will give you the chance to answer. You make very serious statement about Colonel Tipper. I'm not speaking about anybody else at this point. I'm speaking about Colonel Tipper. You make a very serious allegation about her. And what I'm asking of you is, if you know as a fact, can we have it in your statement if it is a fact? Because Colonel Tipper will have to deal with this.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Colonel Tipper herself also, she said, I have a close relationship with Mkhwanazi. And I never, in the statement, you asking or the commission asking them that do you have evidence that I have a close relationship with Mkhwanazi?
Okay.
So it's the same answer, ma'am.
What's your take on this one, people? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more news.